Name is Precious Caleb. Please listen. You learn something. I was in a vehicle with my friend and we're speeding, trying to meet up with an event. We got to a point. Because of traffic congestion, we needed to park and wait patiently for our turn. Then we saw keke riders, of course, speeding and struggling for space. Which one concerned us? We're on our lane and waiting patiently. All of a sudden, we heard boom at the back of the vehicle. We're like, Jesus, what happened? My friend came out, got to that place, saw the impact. It was much. Looked up and saw the man that did that. It was an elderly man riding keke. Of course, struggling space with younger ones riding keke too. I don't know what happened. Maybe they overpowered him, they outsmarted him, and the only thing to do was to hit our vehicle. My friend said, Papa, why did you do that? What happened? He said, is it not this small voice that caused it? Is it not this small voice that caused it? Papa could not say, oh, I am sorry, or chai, because the impact was visibly much. My friend looked at him and said, chai, Papa, if not for your age, I would have taught you a lesson. Came back to the car. We left, and I was trying my best to see if I could make everywhere calm. Now, listen, I learned 3 things from what happened. Number 1, the Bible says that they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not faint. I learned this, that as we wait upon the Lord, there is time for everything. There is a time for you to mount up wings as eagle. There is a time for you to run. You will not grow weary at that time. And when you are walking, there is this possibility of you fainting. That is why the Bible assures you that if you wait upon the Lord, if you do the right thing, if you plan your days and your ways, you do all the planning and the praying and, programming well, when it's time for you to walk, if you walk, you will not faint. But when it's time for you to walk, you're struggling to mount up wings as eagle. You will jump those that by default at that time they are to be mounted up with eagles. You'll be having issues with them. Because there is time for you to mount up wings. There is time for you to run. There is time for you to walk. Why not plan your life? Why not try as much as you can to number your days and know when you'll be out of some things? Because for me, there is an age I'll get to. I talk to myself. I say there are things that you cannot do now, precious. You need to give space for those that have the tenacity to do those things at that time. That, by the way. The number 2, you see this thing called pride. If you don't take care of pride at young age, even when you grow old, pride will not leave you. And pride does not lift any man up. It brings people down. Imagine Papa at that time, instead of saying, oh, sir, I am sorry. Oh, it happened. He was still fuming. Pride and poverty, they are wicked things that can grip anybody. So you can decide today to throw away pride. Yes, if Papa was not the pride type, at old age, he won't be displaying pride. He could have just humbled himself, acknowledged that he did something wrong. He would have just said, oh God, I am sorry. Try. Can you imagine? That is it. Then the 3rd thing I learned is that there is a way you will show remorse when you do something wrong. And you will be rewarded for being remorseful over the wrong thing you have done. The friend I was with is a very big person. Had it been Papa said, oh, my son, my child, I'm sorry, how Papa go do? A situation dey so. Now say my enter road. My fit get small money, buy garri chop. I beg, no vex. I'm telling you with every sense of assurance that my friend is capable of saying, Papa, chai, for the day, just collect this and go, or keep that keke, come, I want to give you something to do. And we'll be paying you very well, even for not doing much. But you see, Papa's attitude, he was not showing remorse. He was not sorry for what he did. And he was even ready to quarrel with anybody that they say, Papa, you shouldn't have done things like that. Did you learn anything? Please learn.